friends, welcome to Technique. This is Nirmal here, and in this video we're going to do a detailed camera review of the Honor 7X. So the Honor 7X is the latest device in the sub 15k price segment in India, and Honor 7X comes with a dual camera similar to the Honor 9i, and we have a primary 16 megapixel camera and a secondary 2 megapixel camera for depth sensing, and we also have an LED flash included, and it has an f-stop 2.2 aperture. So that's the rear camera on the Honor 7X. Now on the front panel, instead of the dual camera which we have seen on the Honor 9i, the 7X employs a single camera. It's an 8 megapixel shooter with f-stop 2.0. There's no flash also included here, but it has a screen flash option. So that's the camera specification of the Honor 7X. So let's open the camera and see what all features it offers. So we are not going in depth with the UI, because we all know how good the UI of Honor devices are. So you can see a lot of modes are included. There's wide range of options included: light painting, time lapse, slow motion. All those things are included. Pro photo, pro video is also included. And if you swipe from here, you can see the resolution you can change. And some audio control and other functions are included. So we have done the detailed aspects of this camera interface in our review of previous Honor devices as well. So now going straight into what all offers in the Honor 7X. So we have this live photo mode or moving picture mode enabled. So you get a small animation of the picture. So that's something which we had on the Nokia devices, and also iPhones offer that. And then we have the portrait mode. So you can enable the portrait mode. You can see bokeh is disabled, and you can also increase the beauty level with the portrait mode. So that option is included. And then we have the wide aperture mode. So wide aperture, you can capture bokeh with the aperture value from starting from 0.95 to f-stop 16 is included. So based on how much bokeh you need, you can enable this with the wide aperture mode. Now video recording is limited to 1080p resolution. So that's the camera interface. Now let's go straight into the camera samples taken with this device. So here are the daylight captures taken with the Honor 7X, and you could see that under bright sunlight the device is able to capture really good details in the photos. The colors look pretty spot on. Excellent level of detailing, and overall sharpness level so is also impressive. And for a phone price in this segment, that's less than 15k price segment, this is definitely impressive performance in daylight conditions. So if you're looking for a good camera in the sub 15k price segment, the Honor 7X delivers that, and it's a really good successor to the Honor 6X, and produces some really good results under outdoor conditions. You can also see the close-up images taken with this device. Again, a good level of detailing, excellent color reproduction. There is no oversaturation issue on this device, and the colors are pretty much spot on, and overall clarity of the images also looked pretty good. So Honor 7X definitely shines in the outdoor conditions with the bright sunlight. It definitely can take some really great images, and overall clarity looked pretty spot on. So that's the Honor 7X under daylight conditions. Now next up, let's move to the low light samples taken with this device. So you can see we'll split this into two areas. One is under good artificial lighting, I mean indoor conditions with good artificial lighting. In that area, it definitely does better than the Honor 9i. Why we say that is because Honor 9i definitely had some noise creeping in the low light conditions. And here Honor has done a bit more better in terms of reduction of noise, and the clarity is kind of okay for this price segment, because the 9i was 18k device, but the 7X is sub 15k price segment device. So with that aspect, we would say this Honor has done a better job with the low light photography under artificial lighting. Now when the lights come down a bit more, I mean extreme low light condition, that's where the Honor 7X struggled a bit, because the light entering into the sensor is not very high. Because if you look at the Mi A1 or the Moto G5s Plus, the extreme low light conditions, it was able to capture more light, bringing the subject a bit more brighter. But here the Honor 7X does not do that, and as a result, you can see images are not well lit, and the details are not visible under extreme low light conditions. But again, it's a camera under the sub 15k price segment, so we don't have too much to complain here. But nevertheless, it does a better job overall than the 6X. Now next up, let's have a look at the video recording. So video recording is limited to 1080p. There is no 4K resolution support in this device, and there is no optical image stabilization or electronic image stabilization like the Moto G5s Plus. But the video recording quality is kind of okay. It's not a bad performer. It definitely does a decent job altogether. But if you're a person looking for great video recording quality, it may not be the best, because you can see that since it does not have EIS or OAS, the images, the video recording feels like a bit shaky in nature. But nevertheless, for this price segment, it does a decent job altogether. Now next up, let's have a look at the selfie performance. So this is an 8 megapixel shooter with f-stop 2.0, and under daylight conditions the selfie performance looked really impressive, because Honor 6X does not have that great selfie experience, even though it was a good selfie camera. But with the 7X, Honor has definitely improved in terms of selfie experience, because now selfies are becoming a more or less a trend. So all the smartphones are looking for great selfies, and the Honor 7X does a good job with the 8 megapixel selfie camera under outdoor condition. And there is also a bokeh mode included, although it does not have the dual camera like the 9i. It definitely does a good job altogether with the bokeh mode. And while the bokeh mode is not very accurate like the 9i, because it does not have a dual camera setup, but nevertheless for this price segment the bokehs are quite acceptable level, even though the edges seemed a bit blurry in nature at times. So overall we are quite happy with the performance of the selfie camera as well. So this video has been shot using the front facing camera on the Honor 7X, so it can record videos in 1080p resolution, and we are using this front camera to record this video. We are actually shooting outdoors, and you can actually see how good the clarity of the front facing camera is, and also how good the audio recording is. So this has an 8 megapixel shooter. It does not have a dual camera setup like the Honor 9i, but it does come with a good 8 megapixel shooter with bokeh mode as well. Even though it does not have a dual camera, it does produce some good bokeh effects using software processing. So that's the front facing camera on the Honor 7X. So you can judge yourself how good how good the quality of this video is. The phone can also record slow motion videos at 480p resolution. Now looking at the portrait photography of the Honor 7X, you can see that portrait is not a strength of the Honor 7X. You can see that it creates an artificial look to the portrait images, and it's nowhere close to what the Xiaomi Mi A1 offers in terms of the portrait photography. Now there is another mode called wide aperture mode. So wide aperture mode, what you can do is change the aperture values, as I said before, and this does a decent job altogether. It may not be really accurate, but a phone price in this segment, it does a decent job with the apertures. You can edit the aperture later, even after you've taken the images, you can edit the aperture. So that's an advantage with the Honor 7X. So now summing up, how good is the 7X in terms of the camera performance? So we would say definitely a good camera smartphone in this price segment, because when it comes to budget segment or less than 15k price segment, there aren't too many really good camera centric smartphones. But Honor 7X is a really good successor to the Honor 6X in terms of the camera performance. The daylight captures have been improved, there is portrait mode, bokeh mode, and even the selfie camera has been improved when compared to the 6X. So it's definitely a worthy upgrade over the 6X in terms of the camera performance. Be it the rear camera or the front camera, it is definitely an upgrade over the 6X. So only an area where the Honor 7X doesn't really work that great is the extreme low light photos, but then that is acceptable for a phone in this price segment. So overall, it's a big thumbs up from us in terms of the camera performance on Honor 7X. So overall, if you're looking for a good camera centric smartphone in the sub 15k price segment, we are sure that Honor 7X will not disappoint you. So that's all guys with the detailed camera review of the Honor 7X. So hope you enjoyed watching this video. Do hit that like button and also hit the red subscribe button for more videos. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in our next video. Have a great day.